Hey there, everybody. You got the Dudeman with you once again, and I got a Ibanez, yet another Ibanez bass that I am doing a review on today. And this one is an SR670-SKF. It's a 2020 model, and I'm going to tell you all about it. I dug deep on this one. Usually I just play them for a little bit and learn the controls a little bit, and sometimes not enough, but that wasn't the case on this one. I really dug deep on this one because I wanted to do a good job for you, because mainly I didn't know what to expect with this bass. And I'll tell you why I say that, because they've got different pickups on it than any Ibanez I've had before. These are called BH2 pickups, and they are passive pickups, and you'll see a battery compartment on the back. That's because the electronics are active, and that's how they're making the majority of active basses now. When they say active bass, it's not usually the pickups anymore. They're usually passive pickups with active electronics. Okay, so that's something that I learned more recently, and I'm going to tell you about that. This one has a mid-frequency, three-way mid-frequency control there that you can switch from those three different mid-range frequencies. So that's one thing I got into deep. Okay, so this is 24 fret, obviously, 34-inch standard scale. It's made in Indonesia. Now, I don't know that much about Indonesia, but I know enough that they make some great instruments. I've owned several Ibanez, and they make good ones. Okay, so this is got a Jatoba wood and Jatoba and walnut neck, and it's a 5-piece. It's got the abalone oval inlays, which I always like. They put these on a lot of basses, and they're pretty cool looking. They're kind of classy looking without being too crazy over the top. So I like the oval inlays. They're medium frets. They got a different bridge that I haven't seen before, and this one is called a AccuCast B500 bridge, and it's got a 19mm spacing. Now, I haven't messed with the bridge because everything, when I got this in to check it out, everything was pretty good on it. I just had to adjust the neck, and here's where you do that from, right? You don't even have to move any strings or mess with that little plate on the end, which is good. Okay, so the Bartolinis, these are not Bartolini made, they're Bartolini designed and made by Ibanez. But they're called the BH2, neck pickup passive, bridge pickup passive. And I'm going to tell you all about what I learned about pickups here in a minute. Ibanez Custom Electronics 3-band EQ right here, bass, mid, treble, and it's got the mid-frequency switch that I told you about. Okay, now I don't know if you could see this thing, but I'm going to put it up close because the lights, the colored lights in here are a little distracting to real colors. So I'm going to put it up close where you can see the colors on this thing. I mean, this is just gorgeous wood, and like I said, the Jatoba neck on the back. You got your just a plain brown. Now this is a mahogany body. That's mahogany, and this is an ash top, and ash is very good for getting a good sound on your instrument. Now, I'm going to just do a little playing now. I'm not going to do too much playing today. I more wanted to tell you about the instrument, but I'm playing through my Benz 6.2 shuttle combo amp with a 112 in it. One of the best combos ever made, I think, but in my humble opinion. And I got all the EQs and everything are set flat. One thing I wanted to say, now I don't have too much bad to say about this bass, but one thing I said is the knobs, I don't mind them being a little tight. I like them a little tight because I don't want them to move around at all. But what I didn't like with the EQs and the pickup selector is The center detents are very fine. You can hardly feel them. I feel like when I'm turning this, looking for those center detents, that I'm like cracking a safe. That's how, you know, you kind of really be aware when you're going by that, you know. And I like to start my sound off, like whether I'm doing a session or if I'm doing a live gig or even just jamming. I typically start with everything flat here, because especially with my equipment, the Ibanez basses, you start center and you can easily dial in your great tone that you love, whatever that might be. I like a little fatter bottom and a little bit of snap on the high end, and I tend to cut the mids. I was talking to Rick Ocasek from the Cars one time. I was backstage at one of his shows, and what he told me was when he's recording and stuff, he likes to cut out the 1K mid frequency, which is basically the center of the mid frequencies. I'm not real good with all that different hertz and all that stuff, but that's what he told me, and who am I to argue with Rick Ocasek, who's had many hit records and just made some great music over the years. So that's what Rick said, and I believe him. So anyway, the frequencies on this switch are as follows. The 250, I think that's the lowest frequency. And then you have the 450, and then the highest is 700. So I'll tell you more about that, but we'll do a little playing. So if you guys are slappers and poppers, I don't do a whole lot of it, but I've been learning it a little more. These basses sound great for pop, and it's very comfortable to pop. You've got nothing in your way over here. You got that high. Okay, so fingers. Fingers sound great. Pick, I had a pick here a minute ago. There it is. It's trying to get away. I got it. Fear not. Style you play, these things sound great, even if you do tapping and all that stuff. It's easy to tap on. I got the action set pretty low because I like to get a little crazy with that once in a while. So anyway, here's what I learned about the pickups, and this is really kind of different from what they've been doing. I've got my main bass has MK1s, also Bartolini designed, Ibanez made. I always thought they were Bartolini pickups, but they're Bartolini licensed and designed by Bartolini, and Ibanez licenses them. Let's see. So, oh, in case I forgot to tell you, the body color is called a silver wave black. Okay, and then the pickups are, as I said, BH2, and I actually talked to somebody from Ibanez about this, and they sent me an email and they told me what the deal is. They said the different sound is a result of different coil configurations inside. The MK1 has split coil reverse P configuration, whereas the BH2s have dual full blade coil configuration. Thus the BH2 sounds thicker, just as typical dual coil humbucker pickups do. So what they're saying, what they're telling me is these sound fatter. I don't know if that's true. I can tell you they sound good. When I first picked this up, I thought right away that I was going to be partial to my MK1s because I just love the MK1 sound. But what I learned about the frequency selector and I haven't worked with that enough to make a final judgment on that. But what I learned about it is when you have that switch on any one of those 3 frequencies, you're going to control that by the mid-range tonal control, right? Hopefully you can see that right here, the center one. 700 all the way down. Kind of nasally and muddy, right? Now all I'm changing is the mid-range knob all the way up. Now that's kind of a little muddy there. Now I'm going to go to the 450, put it all the way down again. Now I like that sound better, but it's still a little masked to me. So where I like it better, it's still not perfect. Okay, now I'm going to turn that same frequency range of 450 hertz all the way up on the mid-range controller. What I found is I could work with any one of those frequencies, and if I leave the mid-range kind of near center detent, it's going to sound way better. Now you can get whatever tone you want, really. By messing with these, you want a little more fat. So you can get all kinds of different tones with this. Anyway, that's about it for this. But I wanted to tell you all about those different tonal frequencies because I learned some stuff myself from doing this, and I hope you did too. If you did, give me the YouTube thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you soon at another review. I've got a few more coming up. Actually, in a few minutes, I'm going to be working on a few more. Okay, adios. Dudeman checking out. Have a good day.